the musicians of the Chicago Symphony and myself, we would like to play for you a short piece of Giuseppe Martucci. Now, I asked for the microphone to explain. I'm sure that many of you know about Giuseppe Martucci, but in case somebody doesn't know, just a few words. Giuseppe Martucci was born near Napoli, and he was one of the most important composers between the end of 19th century and the beginning of the 20th century. He was a great pianist. Brahms, when heard Martucci playing, Martucci was 14 years old. Brahms was really extremely impressed. And he was not only a great pianist, but he was also a great conductor and a great composer. And as conductor, he is remembered because in Italy he brought for the first time and he performed as conductor in Teatro Comunale di Bologna. This is one of the important historical theaters in Italy, where Martucci, he was also a director of the Conservatorio in Bologna, and he was the first to conduct Tristan und Isolde. He brought for the first time in Italy this opera of Wagner. And in Napoli, he conducted for the first time the entire cycle of the Beethoven 9 symphonies. Now, why Mahler admired Martucci very, very much. And it's interesting that when I was conducting the New York Philharmonic, one evening I saw in the archive a program, the last program that Mahler conducted in his life was in New York with the New York Philharmonic, where he was music director, but he was very sick. He conducted this concert, then he went back to Vienna, and he died in Vienna. So the last concert of Mahler in 1911 was in New York with the New York Philharmonic, and dedicated the entire program to Italian composers contemporary to him. So Senigallia, Busoni, Marco Enrico Bossi, Martucci. He asked also to another composer, Italian composer Scambati, that was a very important composer at that time, to write a piece. But we don't know if Mahler didn't like the piece or Scambati didn't finish the piece in time. The important thing is that he, instead of the piece of Scambati, he performed the Italian Symphony of Mendelssohn. So practically the last concert of Mahler was dedicated to the Italian composers. The first one in the program was Senigallia. He was a very important composer, symphonic composer, and his music was conducted by Toscanini, by Furtwängler, and many other German conductors also. And he died very early, very young, because during the last years of the war, Second World War, the Nazi went to take him in his home. And when he saw the Gestapo coming in, he had an heart attack and he died, unfortunately, because he was also a very important composer. You must remember one thing, that in the period where Puccini, Catalani, Giordano, Leoncavallo, Mascagni were writing operas, there was a group of Italian composers that continued to write chamber music, symphonic music. So they were heroes, because they didn't make money. With the operas, you could make money if the opera was successful, but with the quartetto, with the symphony. But they believed in the continuation of the symphonic music in Europe, from Germany, Austria, and Italy. Now, Martucci was very much connected to Toscanini. And in 1931, Toscanini was supposed to conduct a concert in commemoration of the death of Martucci, again in Teatro Comunale di Bologna. So the program was completely dedicated to the music of Martucci. the fascists, we are talking about 1931, a group of fascists sent to Toscanini, after orders Toscanini, to perform the fascist anthem before the concert, before the music of Martucci. And Toscanini said absolutely no. And so they repeated for days and days during the rehearsals of Toscanini, they insisted. The day of the general rehearsal, when Toscanini was walking in the street, in the square, going to the theater, these fascists were waiting for him. And for the last time, they said, you must play the fascist anthem. And Toscanini said, no way. So they beated him and took away his passport. Fortunately, with a friend, Toscanini received back the passport, and a few days later, he came to the States. So, when I go to the Teatro Comunale in Bologna, in the room of the music director, there is still this poster, big poster, commemoration of Giuseppe Martucci, the program conductor Arturo Toscanini, but that concert never took place. You know, dictators were never interested in music or in culture. I mean, because culture is the weapon most dangerous, not the cannons, the culture. And that's the reason I would like this evening in this hall that so many times also Toscanini conducting, I would like to play with my wonderful musicians this Notturno. It's a very beautiful, deep work. He wrote for piano and he orchestrated for the orchestra. And hoping that this music, so peaceful, so full of love with capital L, with the moon on the Gulf of Naples, can bring to all of us here and in the world brotherhood and peace.
Beautiful.